I've just done what is possibly the stupidest thing I've ever done. So I've just come to pick up one or two things before we go and clean the car, finally, and I went to pay for it. And that's when I realized I didn't have my wallet, which isn't the end of the world, but I didn't have my wallet because I have different jeans on, which again, doesn't sound like a big problem. My door keys are constantly attached to my jeans, so I don't forget them. Which means I don't have any house keys. Jess is at work all day and she leaves her house keys in her car, but her car is parked at the station all the way back over here. But she has her car keys with her. The only feasible way is if I drive into London, get her car keys, drive back, undo her car, take the keys, drive back to London to give her the keys, and then come back again. By that time, she'll probably be coming home anyway. Luckily, we do have Apple Pay. All my fans just turned on. But yeah, gotta try and keep positive. Let's go wash the car. Right, so lots happened. The car's been cleaned just in time for the rain, but it was another one of them days where just nothing really went to plan, but everything kind of worked out anyway. I still don't really know how far away I should be. I don't really know where's too close. I have a light as well, which now I can actually put to use because I have a place for a camera. But yeah, it ended up being a really, really weird day. It's actually now like 3 days later. As I said, it kind of was one of those days where things just didn't really go the way I thought they would. And so I didn't really get to film as much as I'd like to have. But pretty much, I got to my mum's house. She has a driveway and a hosepipe and the things you need to clean a car. The things that you don't get when you live on the top floor of a flat. However, unknown to me, my mum's boyfriend... Whoa, no. Stay here. Alright, maybe this doesn't work too well. I kind of feel like maybe I'm sideways. But yeah, I got there and there was a car in the driveway, which was a little bit of a problem because there's only a one-car driveway. It turns out that my mum's boyfriend had decided to stay home. He's been going through some stuff, so he took the day off work. And pretty much, I cleaned the car and then we decided to go to the cinema, which actually is kind of weird. I suppose it's probably a bit deep for the vlog, but I've never really spent time with him before. I've never really sort of done anything with him, just him, or spoken to him that much really, so it was kind of a really weird experience for me, but I could tell he was kind of in a position where he needed some company, so I figured, why not? I got to see the movie Passengers as well. It was like one of the last showings, and I actually quite enjoyed it. It wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be, but it was really good anyway. But yes, get out of the way. So at the end of last episode, I told you guys there was something that I'd talk to you about today, and that was these 0 days. Now, as I mentioned last time, this was something that I came across on Reddit, just generally wasting time doing whatever I was doing, and I decided to kind of put it into use, and I can honestly say I've noticed quite a difference. This is mostly beneficial for those of us who aren't very good at doing things. And by that I mean you have something that you want to do or something you want to achieve, but you just never find yourself spending the time that you should spend on it, doing things that are actually going to help. And this is something I'm so guilty of, and we've spoke about this before, but I'm very, very, very bad at just doing things. Now, this is like a whole 4-part thing. This is quite a long post in all fairness, and I'll try and link this, and I definitely recommend you go and read this because, quite honestly, if you're struggling with any kind of motivation or you have any problems with anything like that, this is a really, really, really good idea. The autofocus on this camera is so slow. Credit, of course, where credit is due. This is definitely not my idea. Like I said, this is just something that I came across. Now, there are 4 parts to this, and I'm only really going to tell you about the first one because the first one's the one that I've used mostly, but there are 3 other things in here which can really, really help you. So like I said, if you fancy reading this, I definitely recommend it. The idea behind it is this. You don't have 0 days. So let's say, for example, you've got yourself a goal, you've got yourself some ambitions, there's something you really want to achieve that you're just not spending time on, and you're just kind of putting it off, thinking maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, maybe the day after. And it goes on to talk about how it's so easy to get into that loop where you just feel really run down and you just don't fancy it because it's not happening, and it just creates this whole mess. And I reckon quite a lot of you have been there as well. But this helps you kind of get used to always doing something about it, which is probably the best kind of habit to make. The 0 day basically consists of a day where you don't do anything to help further that dream or that goal or whatever it is that you're using this for. So in my situation, I'm trying to create something at the moment, and I don't really want to go into detail about it. Of course, I'll tell you guys once it becomes a reality, but there's a lot of work and stuff that needs to go into it. Reality is, though, that there's always something you can be doing towards it. So let's take that example. Today, if I do absolutely nothing all day towards that benefits it, that aids it, that moves me forward at all, that's a 0 day. Now, this isn't a case of doing something from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed and spending all of your time on it. This is simply making sure you do at least one thing that benefits it. So let's say you're trying to get healthy, you're trying to get back in shape or something like that. And all of a sudden, you've come home from work, you're too tired, you've had dinner, you've sat down, you've watched 12 episodes, you've watched a whole series on Netflix, you've done all the things you shouldn't have done, and you're thinking, man, it's so late, I should go to bed. Cool. But before you do one thing. It doesn't have to be a lot, it doesn't have to be any more than a minute, just do one little thing. Even if that one thing is one sit-up, it doesn't matter. That day is no longer a 0 day. And that's the whole idea. Sure, some days you might spend an hour in the gym. Some days you might spend 2 hours writing or whatever it is you're trying to do. But on those days where you don't, just find that little thing that you can do. There's always something you can be doing. And do it. If it takes 30 seconds, it takes 30 seconds. It doesn't matter. You now have no room to feel guilty about not doing anything. You have no room to start slipping back into that place where you're just thinking, man, it's all just a mess and I can't deal with it. Because you've done something. And that's the key. So yeah, as I said, give this post a read. I think I just broke something. Give this post a read because it is honestly really, really, really motivating. There's a lot of good stuff in there. Like I said, it looks kind of long, but it's well worth it. But yeah, that's kind of the whole thing. Like I mentioned last time, with the whole YouTube thing, it's very easy for me to just do nothing all day. But if I put together one thumbnail, if I reply to one comment, if I just look at the analytics and just have it on my mind, then it's not a waste. That day is not wasted. I'm moving forwards. But yeah, this is definitely going to end this video. This video should have been ended like 3 days ago, but there you go. Today is not a 0 day, so there's that. But of course, if you have enjoyed all of the things and liked all the buttons, if you have enjoyed this video, please do go ahead and do all of the things. Press all the buttons and write words, something. Let me know if this will help you. If any of you get into this, and if you read through this, or any of you start making things happen, let me know. Let me know what this could benefit you in. And yeah, I'll see you next time.